Hi, this is Chris, and thank you for joining me today on my channel. Today I'm joining a lot of other YouTubers as we celebrate the 1,000 subbies for Jennifer Gagne, which is on YouTube as Kaezmums. So what we're doing is going and scrap lifting one of her layouts. And so when I was going through and looking at her beautiful layouts, I saw one that she had done for her cats, and she used the song that Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory sings whenever he is sad or not feeling well. He sings the Soft Kitty song. So if you've watched Big Bang Theory, you'll understand what that is. And by seeing her layout, it reminded me of this paper that I bought probably about 2 years ago. It's My Mind's Eye and it's Meow. And I got some of the die cuts and some of the papers and the 6x6 paper pad. And I thought this was a perfect opportunity to scrap lift. And I'm going to be pretty close to what she had on her layout. You can see the picture of it in the upper right hand corner. And so I really love this layout and really thought it would be great to scrap lift and to put pictures of my cat. The only one we have left is Bud. He's my little boy. So these are just a few of the more recent pictures that I've took with him. He has been my buddy through the whole coronavirus working from home. He is now my office mate, and as you can see in the bottom left-hand picture, he sleeps on the job. So anyway, so what I'm doing here is I'm going through and I printed the pictures, the 4 pictures in 3x4, and now I'm just matting them on the 6x6 paper. And I'm trying to pick out the colors since he is a boy, and this paper line kind of tends to run to the girl pink colors. I'm trying to bring in a little bit more of the black and the gray and the lime green. I do, however, have some pink in there. I'm not too hung up on that, but I just wanted to kind of lean a little bit more boy colors since he is a boy. So right here I've gone and double matted each of the pictures, and now I'm just taking a pencil and I'm marking off where I want them to be on the layout. If you look at the photo of Jennifer's layout, she did use some, I can't tell if she did acrylic paint or if she did ink blending underneath her photos. I'm just going to go ahead and take this acrylic ink that I have in my stash. I'm taking the silver and I'm going to take the pink, which kind of matches the colors in the paper, and I'm just going to go ahead and make the matting like she had in hers. So here I am just going and using a dry brush, I'm just going and doing a very thin coat of the silver, and I'll just have it on the diagonal. And her layout, like I said, she used like the blues and the pinks for hers, and it almost looks like she may have used distress ink or maybe a watercolor, but again, anything that you have, you can mimic this same idea. So here I'm just, again, going through and trying to go larger than what my mats are going to be. Not real big, but in each of the 4 corners. And with acrylic paint, it doesn't take very long to dry, so if you're one of those like me, I don't like waiting for paint to dry. This is one of those techniques that if you know what you kind of want in the beginning, you paint whatever background you want of the colors and set it to the side and work on the rest of your layout. The acrylic paint dries really, really quick, so you don't have to worry like some of the texture paints you might have to leave overnight or use a heat gun for. This just dries pretty quick. So here I'm just getting the last of that acrylic paint on there. And now that it's all cleaned up and dried, it did have a little buckling, but when it's in my album, it will flatten out, so I'm not really worried about that. And now I'm just going to go ahead and adhere these down. Now you do want to use a strong adhesive anytime that you are putting pictures on or embellishments onto mixed media. So I'm using this score tape that is pretty strong, under normal circumstances, and it's a little bit stronger than my ATG gun that I normally use. And I'm just running a strip on each one and then putting it back where my markings were, which is in the center of each of the paint squares that I made for my matting. Now when this is done, I went through and I grabbed every single black font thicker that I could find in my stash, and I'm going to write out just like Jennifer had: soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur, happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. I'm not going to make you watch as I go through all of my thickers and stickers and try and put the title on. It took quite a while, but I just, again, kind of copied what Jennifer had as far as the layout and how her words went, and I varied the different fonts, and it really looks cool. And so in a moment you'll see the finished product. And so I'm just, like I said, going through, and I'll go in, a lot of these are these stickers and are chipboard, or the kind of the puffy enamel ones that need a little extra adhesive behind them. So off camera I'm going to finish the title and also adhere down with a little bit of my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. So there's the finished title. And I made it a little wonky because it's supposed to be kind of fun and whimsical, so you don't have to worry about it being all lined up. Now, one of the pieces of paper that I had a lot of the different cat elements on it. So off camera, I fussy cut that whole pile from one piece of paper. And so I've got a ton of these cat embellishments now just from using paper. So if you're on a budget and you don't have a lot of money to spend on all the extra frills, find a pattern paper that has a cool icons and patterns on it that you can fussy cut out. Just take a little bit of time, and before you know it, you have a lot of embellishments, and it costs you the cost of a piece of paper, which is around $1. So now I'm just going and I'm trying to find which ones will fit into the blank spots, and I don't want like them to look the same. So like I don't want the black cat that's standing be across the black cat that's standing. So I grabbed the one that's sitting down, and then I have the gray ones, and then at the bottom corner I use two small ones. And I'm just trying to vary up the size but also fit them in with the blanks that I have within the pictures. And I'm just going to go ahead and adhere everything down, and that's going to be it for my layout. It was a really cool, fun layout, and I was so happy to finally cut into this paper that I've had for probably 2 years. Please check out in the description box below everyone else who is joining in to celebrate Jennifer's 1,000 subbies. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. If you're interested, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you, and here's some close-ups.